Hey everyone, and welcome to our channel. Today we will discuss if the Chinese J-15 carrier-based fighter jets can match US Navy F-18 Super Hornets. When comparing the naval fighter jets of the Chinese Navy with those of the US Navy, the Chinese J-15 fighter jets may face a performance gap when confronting the US Navy's A-18E fighter jets, possibly putting the J-15 fighter jets at a disadvantage in aerial combat. Furthermore, the gap further widens with the introduction of the U.S. military's F-35C, a fifth-generation carrier-based fighter jet. The Chinese J-35 stealth fighter has not yet been inducted, and its capabilities are unknown. The J-15, compared to the F-18E, is a typical fourth-generation heavy carrier-based fighter jet in service with the Chinese Navy. It's based on the J-11B fighter jet, incorporating some technologies from the J-7 Flying Leopard fighter bomber and drawing design inspiration from the Soviet T-10K prototype aircraft. The J-15 fighter jet has a somewhat makeshift quality to it. Its avionics system is simply a combination of the J-11B and the Flying Leopard avionics system, lacking integrated design, resulting in a relatively heavy avionics system. Overall, the J-15 fighter jet possesses air combat capabilities comparable to the J-11B and ground/sea strike capabilities similar to the Flying Leopard. It uses a Type 1493, which is not an active electronically scanned array (ASA) radar, and its main air-to-air missile armament includes the PL-12 missile and PL-8 missile. J-15D and J-15B claim to have ASA radar. On the other hand, the primary aircraft currently equipped by the U.S. Navy is the F-18E fighter jet. It is derived from the F-18CD fighter jet and is considered a fourth-and-a-half-generation carrier-based fighter jet. There has been ongoing debate regarding whether the F-18E is a medium or heavy fighter jet. Based on takeoff weight, it can be classified as a heavy fighter jet, but from a power perspective, it uses two medium-thrust engines, making it somewhat of a medium fighter jet. However, regardless of whether it's classified as medium or heavy, it doesn't detract from the fact that the F-18E fighter jet has excellent air combat performance. It features a fourth-and-a-half-generation standard avionics system, equipped with an AESA radar, and is among the earliest aircraft in the U.S. military capable of launching both AIM-120D and AIM-9X fourth-generation air-to-air missiles. Although its maneuverability at high supersonic speeds is average, the F-18E fighter jet exhibits strong maneuverability in low-speed aerial combat. Coupled with the capability to launch AIM-9X dogfight missiles greatly off boresight, its air combat capability should not be underestimated. According to internal evaluations within the U.S. military, the F-18E fighter jet is considered the strongest fighter jet in combat effectiveness, apart from fifth-generation fighter jets. For Chinese J-15 fighter jets, the F-18E fighter jet poses a formidable adversary. The J-15 faces three disadvantages compared to the F-18E fighter jet in aerial combat when all other factors are equal. The first disadvantage lies in situational awareness capabilities. The J-15 is equipped with a non-AESA radar, while the F-18E is equipped with an AESA radar. The latter's technology is 2 generations ahead of the former, surpassing it comprehensively in long-range detection, anti-jamming capabilities, multi-target tracking, and engagement abilities. This implies that in beyond visual range aerial combat scenarios, the F-18E fighter jet is more likely to detect the J-15 first, thus gaining the initiative. The second disadvantage lies in missile weaponry. Due to issues with the fire control system, the air-to-air missiles currently equipped on Chinese J-15 fighter jets are third-generation PL-12 and PL-8 missiles. In contrast, the F-18E fighter jet is equipped with fourth-generation AIM-120D and AIM-9X missiles, both of which are fourth-generation air-to-air missiles. The AIM-120D missile employs active radar guidance, featuring an AESA radar, dual-pulse rocket engine, and a bidirectional data link system, making it an advanced missile comparable to Chinese PL-15. The AIM-9X missile is equipped with a thrust vectoring engine and infrared imaging guidance. It is an advanced dogfight missile comparable to Chinese PL-10 missile, both belonging to the fourth-generation dogfight missile category. The performance superiority of weapons enables the F-18E fighter jet to establish tactical advantages over the Chinese J-15 fighter jet in both beyond visual range aerial combat and close-range dogfights. However, Chinese J-15 fighter jet has an advantage regarding missile payload as it can carry the PL-70, a long-range air-to-air missile. Unfortunately, the radar of the J-15 fighter jet cannot fully exploit the capabilities of this long-range missile. The third disadvantage lies in electronic warfare capabilities. Fourth-and-a-half-generation fighter jets typically incorporate some electronic warfare capabilities, which can be used for both offensive and defensive purposes. The F-18E fighter jet is a typical example of such a design. However, as mentioned earlier, the design of the J-15 fighter jet has a makeshift quality, with its avionics system directly transplanted from the J-11B and Flying Leopard, without significant upgrades or integration of electronic warfare capabilities. China's aviation industry is well aware of the problems with the J-15 fighter jet. As a result, the fourth-and-a-half-generation improved version of the J-15 has been developed and is undergoing intensive flight testing. The fourth-and-a-half-generation carrier-based fighter jet, known as the J-15B, will comprehensively match the technology of the J-16 fighter jet and will have catapult takeoff capability. This will become the mainstay carrier-based fighter jet for China's future aircraft carriers. However, this is not enough. The US Navy has entered the era of fifth-generation jets, and the Chinese Navy is still developing its fifth-generation carrier-based fighter jet, the J-35. Multiple sources indicate that the J-35 fighter jet already has several prototypes undergoing various flight tests, and progress is advancing rapidly. Do you think Chinese J-35 can match US F-35s in the future? Let us know in the comments. And if you like this content, please subscribe to the channel and share and like the videos.